Hey everybody, this is John. Welcome to the free video. We are back from San Francisco. Today was an airplane trade of a different sort. After we had a really fun trading day on Monday during the live event in San Francisco, and then of course on Tuesday we were positioned for that pretty good because we had those signals on the 10-day moving average of the put call ratio, and that signal on the skew has been rock solid, and they are screaming buy signals right now. And up here they're like screaming caution. So big gap up today. The big thing here is we just, a move back up into the 21 EMA is kind of a layup at this point. From there, that's where the big battle begins. You can see there was also a little bit of profit taking here into the close, more so on the spiders. It doesn't seem, it doesn't seem like that much from here, but that was from 273 down to 270. That's a 30-point move in the spiders. They gapped up pretty big and just kind of traded sideways and then puked it up a little bit into the close. Some key stocks I was looking at, it was Boeing. Boeing started off really strong and then kind of gave up a lot of the gains. And then, of course, from there, all eyes are on Apple. Apple holding up pretty well. And then it's going to be a huge wait and see for Apple tomorrow. Facebook, of course, reported earnings, and everybody was just relieved that it didn't vomit its guts out. And so that turned out to be a positive. And then from there, you just have relief rallies across the board, and Netflix and Amazon, which has just been crunched. Nice relief there as well. So again, the possibility here is that we can get up to that 21 EMA, but of course for many of these stocks that daily 8 EMA is the first hurdle because that's what they have been writing down. So in terms of today's action, of course, what we're looking for here is that we did come down to daily lower, so we're looking for at least a rally back to daily pivot. And then of course today we hit that 4-hour pivot and started getting those overboughts, and that's when you get that little puke into the close. And of course from a relative strength perspective, Apple's been holding up much better, and we've rallied from 3-day lower here all the way back to 3-day pivot. That's a nice snapback, and you can see it's just consolidating here right at the daily pivot today. You got some 15-minute overbought signals, had to work that self off, but I am looking for it to grind higher into tomorrow. So Boeing here had a pretty classic move. We came right into the weekly lower, 4-day lower, just the extent of those ranges on Monday, and from there, from a low of $330, we hit $365 2 trading days later. A really fantastic move, and you can see we got a rare, that little 30-minute RSI overbought on this rally. Those are pretty rare, and from there it just petered out. So if you're looking at something like this, trying to figure out, God, where do I get out? That's a perfect example, and then you get a chance to reload here once we get these oversold readings towards the end of the day. Now, I did have some questions about Tesla. Tesla, of course, has been on a tear. And on the smaller time frames, we have been banging back and forth between the 60-minute lower and 60-minute upper. There's still some upside there. You do have some overbought readings, but keep in mind on the bigger time frame, this is a solid wall of resistance. All right, and it's going to kind of have to work this off a little bit because now we're overbought in the daily, 2-day, 3-day, and 4-day. So we'll keep an eye on that one. All right, and then for those of you that don't know, I am going to be doing a live trading session tomorrow morning talking about those tools I just showed you in depth. If you have them, and I know some of you already had them and you're coming into the session just so you can get some more training on it, that's great. If you don't have them, we still have a special you can take advantage of. The multi-range indicator, which is $597, and then the multi-snap indicator, which is $397. For a very limited time, you get both of them for $597. Plus, you can join me for live trading tomorrow morning on November 1st and again on November 7th, so you can get some practical usage on how to do this stuff. These things were nailing all the reversals and action that we saw on Monday and Tuesday and continue to work great in this environment. What's ironic is that these were created more for quieter markets, so when the markets quiet down, these will be your bread and butter trading indicators. All right? You guys have a good night, and we'll see you at the next update.